Welcome back, everybody, to Elder Scrolls Online. So we last left off, we joined the Dark Brotherhood, and now we have to head to Kvatch, so let's go ahead and take that on our journey. Which I'm assuming this path will lead us up that way. Yeah, it looks like it will. Okay. Yeah, this is our first real look at Cyrodiil Zone, because we never went to the Imperial City, so Gold Coast is indeed our first look at Cyrodiil, which they just recently released an entire expansion based in Cyrodiil called Blackwood, which is pretty much I think it's like basically the eastern part of Cyrodiil. I'm not sure exactly which way I can go to get up here. Let's see. There's another eye spot right here, though. And they have another house spot over here, too. This entire area, though, is actually covered in enemies, which was kind of weird. It would be neat to be able to own a sanctuary like that. Have to assume the entrance is like right over here somewhere. Or not. In here. Yeah, okay. Curious to see if this one's viable or not. I like to hope they wouldn't put two unviable ones in the same area, but I guess we'll see. And it's not for sale. That's unfortunate. That actually is pretty bad that they would have two unpurchasable spots like this in the same zone. Like, are there any other houses that would be available like that? Looks like there's only two in this area, so that's pretty meh, I have to say. At least one of them should have been like purchasable with gold, at least. But it doesn't even look like it's purchasable with crowns at the moment either. And if we get this eye spot over here, I believe that's all the eye spots that we need to get in the zone, so we're going to be already... Oh, there's a sky shard over there, too. So we're going to be already... Ooh, kind of Minotaur to fight, I guess. Yeah, these guys are pretty plentiful here. And, like, none of my usual attacks are doing anything because their Minotaurs immune to everything, it seems like. Where are they? Oh, there they are. I don't know, I'll take the frost thing just in case I can use it for something. Now we just go grab this spot over here, and that'll be all the eye spots for this zone already. It seems like they didn't really make them anything special, though, which is kind of strange. Can't go in there, so... Hastily constructed during the early stages of Varan Aqueduct's rebellion against the last of the Longhouse Emperors, the structure known as Varan's Wall separates the Gold Coast from the Colovian Highlands. Allow me to elucidate the wall and its importance to the region, the rebellion, and the ongoing strife personified by the Three Banners War. Shortly after the start of Varan's rebellion, Aqueduct ordered his followers to begin construction of a wall to protect Kvatch and the rest of the Gold Coast from retaliation by the Longhouse Emperor and his troops. Picorius Determined to take the battle to the heart of the Empire, he didn't want to leave his home and original seat of power open to retribution by his enemies in his absence. He enlisted the famed engineer Julius Triptor to design and oversee the project, ordering him to build a strong, tall defense in record time. With a cadre of paid workers and ever-growing army of eager volunteers, Jaro set about the task at hand, deciding that the speed and solid construction were more important than any aesthetic values. Jaro designed a relatively simple plan that allowed for the use of whatever building materials his workers were able to scavenge from the surrounding countryside. Natural rock and stone, pieces of ruined structures, purchased building supplies, even parts scavenged from the estates dotting the countryside, all were gathered for use in raising Varen's wall. Jaros' design of the wall itself was simple, utilitarian, and not anywhere near as visually appealing as the other projects he's known for. The wall was a mix of rough-hewn stone, mismatched rocks, blocks commandeered from the estate's willing and unwilling donors, and even the natural contours of the land itself. Towers rose from the wall in more and less regular pattern, breaking up the expanse of stone and providing locations for guards, watchmen, and even garrisons of soldiers to congregate along the defended border. Due to Varen's popularity among the common folk of Kvatch and Anvil counties, Jaros was able to form a volunteer work crew that provided him with more than enough workers to keep construction going day and night. But popularity alone didn't inspire the people to donate their time and effort. It was Varen's words and deeds that accomplished that. He convinced the people that his rebellion was not only just, it was necessary to stop the danger-warping Emperor Lovic. In addition, he relayed the people to have helped defend themselves and their land, and within a wall, Varen's wall stretched from the shores of the Iberian Sea, winding its way through the countryside southwest of the Colombian highlands, eventually terminating at the Stride River. As important as Varen's walls was to protecting the region during Varen's rebellion, it has played an even greater role since the fall of the Empire and the start of the Three Banners War. As the war for Cyrodiil rages on, Varen's wall has protected the counties of Kvatch and Anvil from the worst fallout of the ongoing battles taking place at what was once the heart of the shattered Empire. It's created a kind of a safe harbor out to which the people of the Gold Coast have thrived. In some ways, it's become sort of a political experiment to see whether the law and order typified by Kvatch and the Cathedral of Kvatch, or the more chaotic nature of Anvil, and its collection of pirates and smugglers, will win out as the ultimate power in the area. So that's an interesting little bit of a word they gave us there for Varen. Happy to have gotten that. Yeah, it looks like we can pretty much just head off this way and be... Oh, what's that? That's just the thistle. Okay. We should be able to get to this fairly easily, I hope. Which I think this up here should be about the way, I think. Oh, might as well get on our mount again. Oh, that's a weird little camera thing. Good thing we don't have a bounty anymore. Guards are patrolling. Oh, we got our way shrine. How many way shrines are there? Looks like there's 4 in the area, so there's still 1 around. Alright, so we got a contract already. And I think there is a quest for us in this place over here. I wonder where our mark is, though.
There must be someone. You've got one of those faces, don't you? Nowhere near as pious as seems proper for this part of the world. In that case, how'd you like to earn some honest gold for a little bit of dishonest work? Oh, just discrediting Grand Chanter Surus and his Society of the Dragon. They claim to be a religious order, but they're nothing more than a cult that loves Kvatch a bit too much. And anyone who questions their faith tends to disappear. I didn't until my sister Jocelyn joined them. She has no idea what Surus does to people. Take these notes and preach the word of Boethia around town. After the Grand Chanter arrests you for heresy, my sister will see how he treats you and leave. Bring Boethia's word to the cult's initiates. If that doesn't get you noticed, nothing will. Once they detain you, we'll show my sister exactly how Surus treats those who disagree with him. As long as you don't wind up disappearing along the way. Grand Chanter Surus isn't your typical Kvatch priest. He enjoys filling impressionable heads with religious nonsense, and he has a violent streak as long as Varen's wall. Rumors say that if he can't fill your head, he'll remove it. Literally. A plan? Yes, I have a plan. But let's not spoil the surprise. Just be ready for my signal and follow my lead. Now get out there and spread some heresy. I can't wait to see how the society initiates Squirm. Who knows why a young woman in the prime of her life would throw away everything to take up with a bunch of religious fanatics. I suppose it had something to do with that job that went sideways when I had to kill Jocelyn's best friend. I'm afraid I had no choice. A rival of mine hired him to kill us when we attended a meeting. I learned his true intentions too late to decline the invitation. I never let my enemies make the first move, so I ended him before he could end us. Jocelyn was mad at me, mad at him, mad at life in general. She decided that piracy wasn't for her. She wanted to serve a higher purpose. Unfortunately, this particular higher purpose is worse than piracy. It hides its killing behind religion. Grand Chanter Surus is a high-ranking priest in the cathedral, second only to Primate Artorius himself. He started the society for religious types who aren't ready to join the priesthood. They claim to be devoted to Akatosh and his teachings. Only if you believe Akatosh requires the beheading of people the Grand Chanter doesn't like. When my sister refuses an order, I'd rather not have her head on the chopping block. Nothing against religion, but this cult isn't right for my sister. Well, members that join the society are cut off from their friends and family, and anyone that tries to quit disappears. No one knows what happens to them, by the way. Oh, and I did mention the secret beheadings, didn't I?
Alright. Want to show your love and faith in Akatosh, the dragon god of time, but you're not ready to devote yourself to the Akatosh priesthood? Cathedral of Kvatch understands. That's why we established the Society of the Dragon. Led by the Grand Chanter Surus and a select few Akatosh priests, the society welcomes initiates into its ranks for fellowship, learning, and discuss the most pressing theological questions of the day. Come and join the society. Help us make Kvatch a better place through prayer, faith, and your devotion to Akatosh. All serious inquiries accepted. We have a place for you as part of the society. Alright. Let's go and head back out. Well, somebody's out here, so we can go ahead and spread the word of Beneva.
May Akatosh and the Divine smile upon you this day and all the days to come. If you're interested, I can tell you all about the Society of the Dragon. How can you say such things? You monster!
There they go.
Do not despair. Akatosh watches over us always. Lift your weary head and give praise. How dare you utter such blasphemy in this holy city? The Grand Chanter shall hear of this.
Okay. Definitely getting them uppity here. Oh hey, there's the Kvatch Arena. Nice.
Lord Akatosh, the dragon god of time, brings fire in the cold of night and light in the depths of darkness. There's room for you in the Society of the Dragon. All you have to do is say the word.
This response makes it sound like a 5-year-old.
You dare shout that Daedric filth's name, heretic!
Great Cathedral closed by order of Arturus Panicius, Primate of Great Akatosh. It let it be known that the public access to the Great Cathedral of Akatosh will be denied while work crews conduct maintenance and renovations to the aging stonework and creaking floorboards of our magnificent house of worship. This does not, however, mean that worship discontinues within the holy city of Kvatch. Our diligent chanters and sermonizers will walk among you, spreading the word and will of Akatosh and the other divines. Just as the loyal swords of the Order of the Hour defend our hearths and homes, let the words of the chanters and sermonizers shore up your spirits and fill you up with the truth of the Dragon God of Time. So the cathedral is closed, okay. I'm curious about the arena. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, actually. Okay, apparently there's a world boss in here, huh? Let's go ahead and track down our contract hit, though. Ah, there they are. That was easy. Didn't even get a bounty from that. Now let's continue our heresy. Let's see where the last one is. Oh, it looks like they're right at the step of the cathedral here, I'm assuming.
Akatosh bless you outside. What brings you to our humble town?
That's enough blasphemy out of you for one day. The Grand Chanter wants to have a word with you.
Oh yeah?
Your foul words have consequences, heretic. The Grand Chanter has ordered you to appear before him. Problem? Yes, there is a problem. You're preaching Boethiah's lies to the faithful initiates of the Society of the Dragon. The Grand Chanter won't stand for that, and neither will I. He orders you to appear before him in the Chamber of Penance. The Grand Chanter fears nothing, least of all a pathetic Daedra who pales in comparison to the mighty Dragon God. Now go see the Grand Chanter and face your judgment, or I'll gut you here and now.
Alrighty.
Lieutenant, how has this heretic transgressed against the Dragon God?
By spreading the word of Boethiah to the initiates.
There is only one punishment for blasphemy. Behead them.
What? Isn't that a little extreme?
You dare question the will of Akatosh?
It doesn't say anything about beheadings in the Book of Akatosh.
Silence, Initiate. Lieutenant, deliver Akatosh's justice.
Is this the life you hoped for, Jocelyn?
Larissa! I should have known. I'm leaving.
I like the sound of it. Time to go.
Well, that was fast.
I appreciate you not slaughtering everyone in there. A holy bloodbath wouldn't have served us any better than you getting your head chopped off. Unfortunately, Jocelyn is as slippery as I am. She snuck away before we had a chance to talk. Quite the opposite. Jocelyn fled with us, which means we gave her plenty to think about. I'd guess she's gone to one of the old Akatosh shrines along Varen's Wall. Let's split up. If you find her first, politely ask her to wait for me to arrive. Remember, check the shrines along Varen's Wall, and do try to keep the mayhem and slaughter to a minimum. There's always more to do.
So we have to go outside, I'm assuming, to Varen's Wall, right? Oh, actually, it's way out this way. Okay. Let's go ahead and just hit up the way shrine to get back towards Anvil, then. Actually, the way shrine in the middle is probably actually the better one. Alrighty. So one of the world bosses is literally the arena at Kvatch, so the other one I'm assuming is probably still out here in land somewhere. Don't think I'll be able to get over that, so let's go ahead and go around. Okay, nothing here, so I guess we'll move on. Let's try this one way up north. Oh, we found her. Okay.
You're working for my sister, right? How did you find me? No, never mind. Just tell me if you're here to talk or to kill me. Oh, just those little things I noticed. Like that cold look in your eyes. Or your rants about the splendor of Boethia. Isn't killing what a disciple of the warrior prince does best? Yeah, about that. I'm done with the Society of the Dragon. Turns out religion doesn't really agree with the women in my family. Especially not a crazy cult with a murderous priest for a leader. Now you're starting to really curl my spine. I could ask you the same. Just what were you doing spouting that Boethia nonsense in Kvatch? Are you some sort of Daedra out to prove a point? Are you Sheogorath?
Yes, I'm Sheogorath. You discovered my clever ploy.
That was unconvincing. Who taught you how to lie? Besides, even Sheogorath has too much self-respect to be involved with this family drama. Oh look, my sister's coming. What a surprise. I suppose I should put my knives away now.
Jocelyn, could you be any more predictable?
My dear sister, I knew you'd find me. Are you here to kill me too?
My sister appears to be safe and sound. She's surprisingly calm, even if she's still mad about what I did to her friend. That's better than I expected. Thank you for your help. I couldn't have exposed Grand Chanter Surus's corruption without you. That's sweet, but you've already done more than enough. You helped me show my sister the truth about the Society of the Dragon. She's safe now, and our plan worked exactly as I'd hoped. I couldn't have saved Jocelyn without your help. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Help me, someone winds up dead. Couldn't you let me deal with this myself?
I didn't like the way we left things, Jocelyn. And when I realized what the Grand Chanter was up to...
So my big sister sails in to rescue me. Again, tell me, how many did the Grand Chanter kill?
At least 3 people since I've been paying attention. I haven't been in town that long.
So you called in Sheogorath over there?
I know you're angry. But he really would have killed you, Jocelyn. I couldn't let that happen.
You don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm done with the Society, and I'm done with Kvatch. But I am not going with you.
Fair enough. But anytime you need me, I'll be there.
I know. Goodbye, sister.
Alrighty.
There goes Jocelyn, off to who knows where to do who knows what until I have to go and pull her hair out of the fire again. Oh, I could use a drink. A strong drink. Why didn't you meet me in Anvil, and we'll drink to our success? It's what we do. She'll come back when she gets bored, or she needs something. She always does. Howler's a bit disappointed he didn't get more time with her, but he'll get over it. Nothing a few dozen mugs of ale won't cure.
Alright. Well, that's another quest done. Oh, there's a little monkey down there. Alrighty. We got a Sithis Cuirass here. Curious. It's the exact same thing as my Plague Doctors, actually. Curious indeed. Alrighty, let's go ahead and return back now, I think. Which isn't too far of a ride back, so we'll go ahead and just mount it. Yeah, we're a little too fast for the wolves, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and check back in.
You're back, I see. How could I not? You're standing in my light. So tell me, how did you do? Well, good for you. But don't get too full of your accomplishments just yet. That was a fairly easy contract I started you with. Come back when you're ready for more. If the Speaker or the Matron give an order, though, that takes priority.
Alrighty. As far as the guild goes, let's see. Yeah, we still have a little bit to go. Oh, there's a thing here. Okay. Initiate. A situation is developed in Kvatch that requires immediate attention. Find me in the sanctuary and I'll provide additional instructions. Astera. I think this is the way, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Those loudmouth fanatics! It's time to teach them a lesson about the blessings of silence!
Enough. I'll decide how we respond to these malign sermons. Initiate, I have a task for you.
Alrighty, and it looks like we've filled us over here, not as a wolf. Okay.
Once again, the pious idiots of Kvatch dare to provoke the anger of the Dark Brotherhood. Such an insult cannot be allowed to stand unchallenged. As if the Grand Sermonizer didn't have enough vices to rage about. Now she's preaching against the Brotherhood. She says we are weak, powerless, a toothless dragon that inspires ridicule instead of fear. These lies must be silenced, permanently. Be wary. The Order of the Hour has increased its presence in Kvatch. Avoid the warrior priests if you can. Meet up with Tannic and silence the priests that speak against us, including the Grand Sermonizer. That will put the fear of Sithis in them. Tannic will meet you in Kvatch. I expect the two of you to deal with the Grand Sermonizer and show the people of that hypocritical city the real power of the Dark Brotherhood. The Grand Sermonizer and her priests spread lies about the Brotherhood for reasons I do not yet understand. Whether she seeks to insult us or acts upon some misguided tenet of faith, our response is clear. These impudent priests must die. She's one of the ranking priests at the Cathedral of Kvatch, right below Primate Artorias in the hierarchy. She won't be easy to find, however. Killing her subordinates may draw her out. Otherwise, rely on Tannic to locate the hole she's hiding in. Primate Artorias leads the Cathedral of Kvatch in Kvatch. The chanters and sermonizers bow to his authority as the chosen of the Dragon God, and even the Order of the Hour follows his commands. Pious and faithful, I find the man to be insufferable. Caution becomes the appropriate response after the deaths of 2 assassins, Initiate. But make no mistake, I expect you to assassinate the Grand Sermonizer. Tannic will be there to provide assistance, nothing more. Under normal circumstances, no. These recent attacks against us, however, have made circumstances far from normal. Concentrate on the Grand Sermonizer. That's your primary mission. The common folk fear us. The political leaders tolerate us. And everyone who needs someone dead and can pay the cost hires us without hesitation. Our reputation remains strong. But these attacks by the sermonizers, they're obviously up to something. It could be anything. Certainly Primate Artorias and his priests have little love for the Brotherhood. I wonder, does the Cathedral plan to outlaw the Black Sacrament? Would they dare such an action? Regardless, these sermons are bad for business.
Alrighty.
Initiate, I have my own contract in Kvatch. I'll join you in Tonic as soon as I'm finished.
3 blades on the same contract? Is that wise, mate?
Just make sure the Grand Sermonizer dies, Initiate. That's my chief concern.
Alrighty. Let's head right back to Kvatch then. Oh, we do have a blue quest over here that we could do. Here lieth the countless damned, their worth measured only by the weight of the gold that condemned them. Cast your eyes upon the herd and seek out your prey. King Eridan has many concerns that require his attention. Foreign petitioners hover at the gates of his throne room and are not among them. Shove one off in the most certain terms possible so the king shouldn't be bothered further. We could do that, yes. Alright, let's go ahead and do this then. Let's go to Elden Root first. And get a taste of the daily questing we'll end up doing, no doubt. It's like the Thieves Guild, I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of it off screen to get my faction skill rank up, so it's kind of gonna be interesting. Okay, yeah, so it would be up here. So I guess we have to hit up this one right here. I wonder if it's going to give us multiples, like with the Thieves Guild. Okay, it looks like we can kind of just roll down this way and perhaps make it to the south from here. Yeah, okay. Just wish I wasn't coughing as much. Like I'm constantly having to clear my throat, and that annoys me quite a bit. There's a sky shard down here. Guess we could take it, why not? Yeah, another skill point for us. Okay. Yeah, there's another way shriner over here, actually. Probably a way of getting that, I imagine. There we go.
Don't lie, Catman. I saw you eat that flower. I can't let you harm this forest without fences.
Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, so we're basically there. Get that way shrine, there we go. Now we should be all good now, I assume. Where are they? Where is this person I'm looking for? Perhaps higher up? Oh, there they are. Okay. And there we go. Rest in spaghetti. I'm assuming every contract they give us is probably going to be worth 10 points.
Of course, Eldenroot has a significant presence in both the fighters and the mages guilds. We have sizable halls for both within the trade.
Within the tree? How would one find him?
Alrighty. I'm curious how many quests there are in this. 11, okay.
Aren't you finished yet, Initiate? You seem to be getting the hang of this. I do enjoy watching a blade become honed and keen. Speaking of which, remember to sharpen your weapon before a job. Too late, I realized my blade was dull. The cut I made was embarrassingly ragged. Your pay.
Alrighty. Okay, that was worth 5. Not a whole lot from that. Yeah, we can go ahead on up here to Kvatch by way of Way Shrine. It's a little bit further out of the way compared to the other stuff around here. Alrighty, we're back here at Kvatch. I think it'd probably be worthwhile to just go ahead and end the video here and continue with this mission we're about to do in a second on the next video. So, I'll see you guys then.